Shalom Talmidim. Here's the Hebrew vocabulary for Seow chapter 6. There are quite a lot of vocabulary words in this chapter, in part because we learn most of the prepositions. First, we start with words prefixed to other words. These are prepositions, or in one case a conjunction with a definite article, that are put directly onto the front of another word, usually a noun. V, and or but. It can have several different vowels after it, but this is the basic form. Notice it occurs over 50,000 times in the Hebrew Bible. Ha, the definite article. An important part of the spelling of this is the dagesh forte that goes in the word that follows immediately. This occurs 24,000 times in the Old Testament. Le, a preposition that has many different meanings, most often to, toward, for, or things of that sort. Very common at more than 20,000 occurrences. Le. B, also very common. In, with, or by are some of the most common meanings. K, like, as, or according to. Min, or it can be stuck directly onto the front of a word with the nun assimilating into the first consonant as a dagesh forte. From, away from, out of, some, or it can be used to indicate comparisons, more or less than something. And now we have other prepositions. Some of them are combinations of each other. Achar, or acharei, it has two different forms, means after or behind. By extension, it means the west. If you're facing the sunrise, facing east, west will be behind you. Achar ken, this is a combination, meaning afterward. It only occurs 49 times. El, to or toward. Bain, between. Neged, in front of or opposite. Ad, as far as or until. It can be used either of distances or of time. Al, on top of, over, concerning, according to, against. It has many different meanings. Me'al, this is min plus al, so from on top of or from above. Tachat, it either means under or beneath something, or it speaks of substitution, in place of something, instead of something. Mittachat, this is min plus tachat, and it means from beneath. Lifnei, before. This is a combination of le plus a form of the noun panim, which means face. So, to the face of something, before. Millifnei, this is min plus le plus a form of panim. From in front of something, from the presence of something, and also sometimes because of. Mipnei, this is min plus a form of panim. From the face of, from before, from the presence of, and also because of. Alpnei, this is al plus the form of panim. Before, on the surface of. Now we come to some nouns and related verb and adjectives. Aron, this means a wooden box or a chest. sometimes archaically translated into English as ark, but only the Ark of the Covenant. Noah's boat is called something else in Hebrew. Chatath, chatath. This means sin or sin offering. It's related to the verb chata, to sin, and an adjective, chata, which means sinful. But since it only occurs 19 times in the Hebrew Bible, it's probably best not to spend the time memorizing it now. Laila, which means night. Hal-laila, literally the night, can mean tonight. The plural is leiloth. And now we have a few proper nouns, that is, names. Most of these should be quite easy, because the English transliterations of them are similar to the Hebrew. We start with the divine name, which might have been pronounced Yahweh. But in the Bible, in the Hebrew Bible, the Masoretic text, it is usually written with the vowels of Adonai, or occasionally with Elohim, to remind the reader not to pronounce the sacred divine name, but instead to substitute either Adonai or Elohim. This is the covenant name of Israel's God, the one true universal God. Yisrael, this is Israel. David, or Dawid. Sometimes David's name is written with a yod as a vowel letter after the hidik, and sometimes without, as here. Yehudah, Judah. Moshe, Moses. Mitzrayim, Egypt. This word looks like it's a dual, but it functions as a singular. Yerushalayim, Jerusalem. This word also looks like a dual, but without a yod written. The hidik under the mem is meant to be pronounced before the mem. Again, Yerushalayim functions as a singular, not as a dual.